Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Hopefully you can hear my voice. It's still kind of scratchy. I'm trying to get over this cold I had over the weekend. Well, the reason you guys are taking a look at my pen right here is because I'm at work and currently I'm stuck inside of a vault going over some paperwork. And I'm going to be in here for quite a while, so I was getting bored to death, so I figured I'd do a quick video. And this video, or this commentary really, because it's not really a video, you're just looking at a pen. I'm going to cover the C word, and that's cryptocurrencies. So before I even start, everything I'm telling you guys about this is 100% my opinion on cryptocurrencies. And as you all know, I am a proud graduate of a 2-year associate's degree in general education. So I'm not giving any advice, especially financial advice, on what you should do with your money. And if you don't have the first 3 B's of the 5 B's of prepping, beans, band-aids, bullets, so food, water, healthcare or emergency healthcare, and hygiene, or something to protect yourself with and to protect your preps with, you shouldn't be looking into this until you have those 3 things covered. That's my opinion. Okay, because the first 3 B's of the 5 B's of prepping pretty much cover your biological needs, your healthcare needs or your health needs, and your protection. And all those 3 things pretty much cover taking care of your body. So if you're not alive, what good does the 4th and the 5th B do for you? Okay, so first I'd like to go over with you what I think cryptocurrencies are in a real brief statement. A cryptocurrency is just a tool that is digital that is used to transfer value. That's what a cryptocurrency is. When people think of cryptocurrencies, they think of, oh, Bitcoin. Well, yes, Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency that was created. But the most important thing that came out of Bitcoin was the blockchain in which cryptocurrencies transact and exist in. So what's a good thing about cryptocurrencies? Well, one good thing is that there's a ledger. When you think about cryptocurrencies or anything in financing, there's a 2-part ledger. There's an in and an out. So let's say, for example, if I took in $1, that means that my in has $1 and my out has $0. If I put out $1, that means that my in has $0 and my out has $1. So it's always balanced. You know, the blockchain is always balanced. You cannot make any double entries, meaning that if I took in $1, I cannot send out $2 because I only have $1. That's one of the good things about cryptocurrencies and the blockchain. Another good thing about cryptocurrencies is that the cryptocurrencies can be transferred to anywhere in the world. Anyone that has a cryptocurrency wallet anywhere in the world can receive or send a cryptocurrency to someone else anywhere in the world. So like, for example, let's say I'm sending my brother some money and he's in Egypt. Instead of going to Western Union and paying them $8 so that I can send $100 to my brother who's in Egypt, all I have to do is send him whatever I want from my wallet to his wallet, and it will cost me literally pennies to do the same thing that it would have cost me to send through Western Union. Okay, so I'm not going to get into all of the ins and outs about cryptocurrencies, but the main reason I'm doing this video or this commentary is to get you to think about it. Not to get you to take my word on whether I agree with it or not, but to get you to think about it. Go research it. If you think you know what it is, go research it so you can confirm that what you think is what it really is. Why am I into cryptocurrencies, which I am? Because I consider cryptocurrencies the future of money. Just like in the early 90s, the internet was, very, very infant in its existence. That's what I feel about cryptocurrencies and the blockchain as it is today. It is an infant technology that, given time, will eventually replace the method by which we exchange wealth. All right? And a lot of people will say, well, if cryptocurrencies only exist in a computer, then what would happen if we had an EMP or a coronal mass ejection, or let's say the government turned off the internet, or, something like that happened? Well, a lot of people see that as a negative view of holding cryptocurrencies, because what if the method by which they were transferred over the internet, what if that method ceased to exist? And my answer to that is a very simple answer. If the internet were to go out today, or if the electricity were to go out completely, where nothing that was electrical could work, we would have much bigger things to worry about than whether or not we can transact with cryptocurrencies. Because think about it, everything works off the internet today. Everything works off electricity. If the internet and electricity were completely wiped out, then the first 3 B's of prepping would be what you would need to survive. I consider holding cryptocurrencies as a hedge against the fiat paper that's printed every day by governments. I consider it as a hedge to gold and silver, just like I consider gold and silver as a hedge to fiat and a hedge to cryptos. So I like to be diversified and have a little bit of everything instead of putting all of my eggs in one pot. I like to have a little bit spread out everywhere. The only place where I don't spread anything out, with the exception of my work 401k, because it's a mandatory thing, where I don't contribute, but I have to have one because the employer contributes a little bit, puts a little bit in there that I don't have to match. So I'm not going to say no. That's up to them whether they want to put money in a 401k with my name on it. So with the exception of having some money in a 401k, I don't contribute anything to stocks or anything like that. So I'm not really hedging against any stocks or bonds or mutual funds or anything like that. I don't believe in the system enough to invest money in it. I believe in cryptocurrencies a lot more than what I believe in the system. And one of the things that woke me up to looking into cryptocurrencies was I saw an interview with Dimon, who's the CEO of JP Morgan. And in this interview, he was saying how much of a Ponzi scheme or a scam Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are, while at the same time, his bank or one of his bank's branches was buying $40 million worth of Bitcoin. So when a banker of one of the biggest banks in the world stands in front of the world, all right, because he was doing this in a live broadcast, when he says that he hates cryptocurrencies, that he would fire anyone in his company who deals with cryptocurrencies, that he thinks that his daughter is stupid because she bought Bitcoin, and that he would fire anyone in his company if they buy it. And then at the same time, a branch from his own company is buying $40 million worth of cryptocurrency. That has to make you think, why is he saying all these things against cryptos when his own bank is buying cryptos? All right. It's just like banksters. They don't, when you go to a bankster or when you go to a broker or whatever these guys are that buy mutual funds and stuff like that for you, for your portfolio, you ask them, should I buy gold or silver? And 99% of them will tell you, no, don't buy gold or silver. They rather you buy the stock and the bonds and all that stuff so they can make a commission. But they'll tell you, no, don't buy gold or silver. All right. So I think they're doing people a disservice by not at least having them put 5 to 10% of their net worth in gold and silver. So, well, I mean, I just wanted to cover that. It's not that much to talk about, but the main point about this quick video that I did, that I'm doing, is to open your mind. Okay. When the internet first came out, I remember telling my wife, there's no damn way, no way. And I was screaming, there's no way that I'm going to pay my bills online. And this was about 26, 27 years ago. I said, there's no way I will ever pay my bills online. You got to be ridiculous. You got to be kidding me. And today, everybody pays their bills online. I think I could count on one hand how many times I write a check every year. Maybe twice. Maybe 2 or 3 times a year I write a check. And when I do have to write one, it's a huge inconvenience. I'd rather pay my bills online. Okay? Well, that's where cryptocurrencies are today. There's over 1,500 cryptocurrencies. Probably more than 90% of those 1,500 cryptocurrencies will cease to exist because most of them won't make it. Just like in the dot-com bubble. You know, the dot-com bubble made companies like Amazon, Google, a few other really big companies that came out of the dot-com bubble. And most of them went away because the free market said, we don't want you. But a few of those companies survived, and now they're huge mega companies. Okay, so that's how I view cryptocurrencies today. There's more than 1,500 of them out there trying to fill a niche in the finance world. And out of those 1,500, when the dust settles, it might take a few years, 2 or 3 years. When the dust settles, there's only going to be a few hundred that are going to be on the top and that are going to be the winners. And that's my goal. My goal is to search out and research a few of the best companies out there that are being backed by cryptocurrencies that are going to be on the top when the dust settles. Because eventually, most of these cryptos, they will go bankrupt and they will go away. And whoever has money in them will lose them. But that's the exact same thing that happened during the dot-com bubble. All right, during the internet bubble, if you want to call it that, is that a lot of people lost money, but a lot of people made a lot of money because they made the right picks. So that's how I view cryptocurrencies. Another good thing about cryptos that I see is that it cannot be confiscated from you. The only way that a cryptocurrency can be taken from you is if someone steals your private key, which is something that you should always safeguard, or if someone puts a gun to your head and says, give me your private key or I'll kill you. And then you have a choice to make. You either give it to them or you let them kill you. That's really the only way that it can be done. But, you know, can your computer be hacked if you're practicing unsafe crypto storage? Yes, things like that can happen, but there's many ways to keep your private keys secure, 100% secure, all right? So that you will always have the private keys that belong to your cryptos. All right, I'm not going to keep getting more into the technicals of what cryptos are and all that stuff because there's 1,000+ videos out on YouTube that teach people about cryptos, exactly how they are and all that kind of stuff.
I gotta make sure you're still alive.
Yeah, just a second. My buddy just walked in. Come in, man. Jeez. My buddy from work is trying to do a cameo. I just told him to shut his mouth. Just kidding. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this was just a quick video to introduce you guys into something that you might want to look into. You get on YouTube, you can find videos on this anywhere. Just type in cryptocurrencies and you can find videos on it anywhere. So do your own research if you're interested. But what Alaska Prepper thinks is that cryptocurrencies and the technology behind it is the future. And if you do your research and you make the proper picks today and maybe invest a little bit of your money and just play with it, that there's a huge chance that you'll make a pick that'll make you a lot of money in the future. So if you guys want me to cover any more of this, I'll be more happy to. Just leave it on the comments. And if you don't, tell me I don't want to hear about cryptocurrencies on your channel because this is a prepping channel. Although I do feel that you can prep with cryptos in order to hedge against other financial instruments. All right, ladies and gentlemen, be good to each other. Remember that when good people do good things happen. Reach one, teach one, repeat. If everybody did this, the world would be a better place. And you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.